New weekend, new schedule, new uncertainties, new timetables. Okay. Could I ask a huge favor and ask people to move forward? It would really be really helpful. Because apparently COVID is in the past tense now. So you can sit on top of each other, you can whatever. Hello, assalamu alaikum. My name's Shumon, Basar. I'm the commissioner of the Global Art Forum. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 15th edition, and I think it's the 13th that I've been involved in. We are here together, although the meaning of both of those words, here and together, mean very different things than they did 3 years ago, which is when the Global Art Forum last happened in this place, in this room. As Heraclitus famously said even longer than 3 years ago, the only constant is change, to which we may now add that the only certainty is uncertainty. So if I could please ask you to turn your phones to silent right now, I'd be very grateful. Just a few important words of thanks. I'm sure you can imagine how much work goes into something like this, particularly under conditions of relentless uncertainty. So I need to thank Fatima, Benny, Farah, Leo, Neha, the AV team, all our wonderful volunteers, and a big thanks to Nansen for their generous support. Thank you all very much. Whilst there are many familiar faces in the room, and I'm really happy to see you, just in case there are newbies and that haven't been to the Global Art Forum before, I just wanted to say a few words about what we try and do here. We take the cultural temperature of our current moment in time, and we do this by thinking globally in concentric circles of connection that start from where we are here in Dubai. And we also do this horizontally across disciplines of knowledge and inquiry. To date, we have invited over 500 of the world's most compelling minds to think out loud. The Global Art Forum has been obsessed with the juncture between technology, society, history, and the future. And in a way, I think of it as a kind of continuous broadcast, which ricochets back and forth, high and lowbrow, obvious to obscure. Could we play the video, please? Thank you. So a few words about the topic, the theme, and indeed the title this year, which is This is the Picture. As I mentioned earlier, it might feel strange that we aren't seeing each other through tiny video rectangles. The 3D world has lost approximately half a dimension. We've been living in the 2.5 dimension. The pandemic brought forward a whole host of phenomena from the future to the present regarding how we work, how we love, and how we feel. It's something I call the Great Reversal. We are now extensions of our devices, rather than the other way around, as Marshall McLuhan famously put it in the 1960s. This is a new power relationship, to be seen in a very, very long lineage that includes the invention of the written word, the printing press, and the arrival of radio and television in the 20th century. If you want further evidence, look no further than the accelerated mainstreaming of crypto, blockchain technologies, and NFTs. Arguably, when the screen is your real world, there's no conceptual difficulty around digital artifacts or cryptocurrencies. They are simply native to this new natural environment. If it feels disorienting, that's because it is. We could call this change vertigo, that sense of whiplash when your experience of the world is far ahead of your ability to comprehend it and describe it. We're caught between Web 2 and Web 3, between centralization and the promises of decentralization, indeed between a pandemic and an endemic. Current geopolitical events have dragged the 21st century back to the 20th century with all its narratives and existential anxieties. We also see crypto and NFT play unexpected roles in this conflict. For example, the Ukrainian government set up Bitcoin and Ethereum wallets for the public to send donations, and several notable figures have sold NFTs to raise money in support of the Ukrainian people. Equally, fierce debate continues about whether Russia's recent leaning in towards the legalization of Bitcoin offers them an escape route out of their increased monetary isolation. So, are you going to buy more gold, more Bitcoin, or a fractional CryptoPunk to hedge against this precarious future? Or indeed, as of this week, are you going to buy wheat and nickel to hedge against the 90% that you've lost in your altcoins? That's me. So I took the title for This is the Picture from this wonderful song and video by Peter Gabriel and Laurie Anderson from 1984. I love how proto it feels, harking back to Jean Cocteau and the very early experiments in cinema and visual magic. As Trevor Paglen wrote in his amazing essay, Invisible Images, pictures aren't really pictures anymore. They're encoded information produced by machines for other machines. And let's not forget that pictures have always possessed power and financial value. The screenshot is a dominant picture category today. If it wasn't screenshot, are you even going to make it? So what I'm hoping for with this edition of the Global Art Forum is a kind of screenshot of this current moment that you'd want to share with the people that you love and the people that you like. I'm deeply grateful to our luminous guests and to you for being here, and to everybody in the future that may be watching this later on. Indeed, I'm very grateful for the fact that we're able to be here together, even though we don't know what that here is anymore. Welcome to This is the Picture. Thank you.